Okay, so this is part 3 of the frame build, and so far I've got the, as far as the actual frame itself, I've got the head tube cut down to the 125 millimeters and the center line mark, so a little progress there. As far as my equipment, I kind of want to go over that. This is the machine that I'm using, and kind of in limbo right now. This is my current TIG torch, and I wanted to upgrade basically the collet system there, and wanted to go with the gas lens style. So kind of been practicing on some thin wall stuff with the current setup, but I'm basically waiting for my little gas lens kit to convert this over and try that out a bit. I've also been playing with some of the TIG torches at the local welding supply that have the Ultra Flex hose, and that's definitely something on my wish list. But anyway, I ordered this gas lens kit and got it in and everything. Come to find out, I actually ordered the wrong one. My torch is a number 17, and this is the kit for a 9, so probably hang on to it because I think I may get a number 9 torch. But anyway, I'm waiting for the gas lens kit for my current one. So I've been practicing mitering some joints and just welding them up. I figured I'd kind of try to get this down a little bit before I actually start cutting the tubes and welding stuff on my actual frame kit. So the little tube notcher does a pretty good job there, getting the little filing to get the burrs off, but they match up real nice. So I'm pretty happy with that for just a cheapy tool there. So yeah, I got those cut out, and that's just, I've welded it up there, and the welds aren't great. They're not, they would be, I would say, strong enough. There was a couple little edges where I burned through a little bit, just trying to get the amperage dialed in, but I think it should get better from here. So I decided to go ahead and cut one of the tubes up for my down tube head tube junction, since that seems like the most difficult. The angled tube there, getting underneath the bottom of the down tube and the head tube junction there. So I figured I'd cut one to mimic my actual head tube down tube junction on my frame there. So got it all measured up and just cinching down the tube notcher tool there. So yeah, figured it'd be good to practice a little bit before I just actually started cutting tubes. I talked to one of the local experienced frame builders, and he was asking me about the, kind of saw something I had on Facebook about it, and basically just the only advice he gave me was just take my time with it. So I was pretty well rushing to start cutting tubes and welding it up, so I figured I'd do a few practice runs to get the hang of it, make sure I had it down pretty well. As far as the welding part is, I figured a little practice, I've done it for quite a long time where it's not that big of a deal, but I haven't really done a lot of tube cutting and getting the angles right and things like that. So definitely a good idea to just practice it up here. So yeah, I've got the little angle iron on the top to keep from deforming the tube, and this is just some scrap pieces that cut up from an old Schwinn mountain bike that had been wrecked. So still had quite a bit of good chromoly tubing there, so it's nice to cut it up and use it for practice pieces and such. So it takes kind of just taking my time working this is sped up, but it takes probably 3 or 4 minutes for that hole saw to cut through there. But nice little cut. So got it matched up there, and yeah, that's the piece there. So I kind of laid it out on my table on my life-size drawing, and kind of coming to look at it, and it's obviously the angle is not correct there. It's way steeper, and so after I measured it, it's 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 supposed to be about a 57-degree angle, but once I measured it, it's closer to a 45-degree angle. So yeah, I guess that's why it's good to practice, because obviously I got this part wrong. But I'll go ahead and weld it up and practice some more on it, and I should have my gas lens kit in here in a few days, so we'll practice that and kind of just proceed from here. So anyway, thanks for watching.